first thing that most people ask me is, can anyone do this? That's a great question. And the answer is no. You know, my whole family worked at Ford. Everybody I knew worked at Ford. In our town, that was the thing, is either you worked at Ford or GM. You know, even growing up, that was the goal for everybody. You know, you never want to disappoint your parents. That's not who I am. And so, you know, I always kept it together, and I did get the straight A's, and I did everything the way I was supposed to, but one of the first things I did was go to the computer lab and see what I can learn about this stock thing. And didn't have any articles on how to trade stocks, but there was no such thing back then. And I walked myself down a different path. Well, that was 1999. I graduated high school. So during this time, you're talking about, you know, the dot-com age. You're talking about a time where just immense wealth was being made everywhere. And so I did start with $500. I did make some money because it was the dot-com boom. And I built up my account, and I was thinking, like, man, like, I'll probably be quitting college soon. And then March 2000, so this is, you know, the end of my first year, the dot-com bubble burst. And it was horrific for everybody, you know. And me, I don't even have that much money at the time. So, I mean, it's horrific for me. I can't even imagine what everybody else is going through. But the crash was unlike anything you've ever seen. And, you know, I got the first-hand experience of riding it all down. And I didn't know anything about trading. I didn't know you could short stocks. You know, right now I short stocks more than I even long stocks. I didn't know you could do any of that. So at some point, right, you lose it all and you run out of money, and then you try it again. And then you try it again. And so, you know, I tried it a few different times while I was in college with varying degrees of success. But the common denominator was huge degrees of failure. I'd go on 6-month runs and then one bad month. 6-month runs, one bad month. But as any trader knows, that one bad month basically will ruin your life. It'll ruin your career. It wipes out all the 6 months. And so I was in a standstill for just many of years. You know, I've got a job, and so now I put more money into it. And I'm still just not finding that consistency. And that's when I met Paul, my mentor, Paul Singh. And he was my mentor. He does our swing service. And he was the one, originally I talked to him, and I said, hey, this is what's going on. He was writing a blog at the point, and there were no trading gurus at the time. He was just writing a blog, and I was just peppering him with questions. I said, dude, I'll pay you, man. You got to help me. And he's just like, okay, well, let me see what I can do. And so our first thing was, you know, I'm telling him what I'm doing and showing him what I do. And he's like, Kunal, man, you know a lot about stocks. Like, you know a lot about, you know, picking these right stocks and all that stuff that goes with it. But you don't know anything about trading. And that's where we got to fix. You don't know anything about managing your positions or, you know, when to buy and sell. You know, you've got a good knack for the stock part, but you don't have any knack for the trading part. And once he worked with me for even just the first few weeks, I started to see very serious results because I had all this experience of trying this over and over, but I didn't have any structure to it. You know, I didn't have any foundation that I could lean on. Hey, you know, now it's like when something's going wrong, I go right back to the basics, and that's what kind of sets me straight. You can have the best stock in the world, but it doesn't mean you're going to make money unless you buy it at the right time, sell it at the right time, buy the right amount of shares, and manage your risk aggressively over and over and over. So everything is still solid. Just like my own students are improving every day, I'm getting better every day. You know, I sit there on Sundays and I study my stats, my trades, just like I asked them to. I talk to other traders that are better than me or have different types of knowledge than me, from Nate to John Welsh to all different types of people, so that I can gain more skills and new tricks. And so trading is getting better, but in the end, you know, trading requires X amount of intelligence, but in the end, but then you still have to go out and do it, and you still have to go out and work your butt off. Hardworking is smart is just a precursor to just be in the game, but it doesn't get you anything. You still have to go out and show discipline and passion and purpose and respect the process of what you're trying to do. and then of course get better every single day.